Washington hatched a daring plan to cross the Delaware River on Christmas night and surprise the Hessian outpost in Trenton, New Jersey.
His words give us all some strength and hope. These are the times that try men's souls. Attack the Hessian outpost in Trenton. Cadwalader meets us.
It'll be a miracle.
But also success.
Welcome to Central New Jersey by Local Connection. We are right here downtown at Central New Jersey Network in Trenton, and we are honored to have with us Carrie and Sarah on set. We will be talking about a lot about our history around the area, from RevNJ, and a little bit of music, some art and some fashion. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We are coming back after this sponsor message.
The Princeton Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce and Hal English, the president and CEO, are proud to sponsor the Central New Jersey by Local Connection.
America's best minds have been meeting and visiting in Princeton, New Jersey for almost 250 years.
Every year, nearly 1 million passengers come and go from this airport with unparalleled convenience. So avoid the stress of large commercial airports and come fly with us at Trenton Mercer.
A magnificent destination with incredible cuisine. Celebrate weddings, parties, or any special occasion. Yasna Plana will dazzle your guests.
Meet us in Mercer County, New Jersey. See you soon.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. RevNJ is on set with us with a tagline, engage the past and shape the future. Sarah, Carrie, how did RevNJ inspire you to get together?
Well, our two agencies are just natural partners for this. The New Jersey Historical Commission is New Jersey's history organization or agency dedicated to the preservation and teaching and enjoyment of our state history. So we were a perfect partner for Crossroads of the American Revolution.
And we're the only national heritage area in New Jersey, and we're the only national heritage area in the nation that is specifically dedicated to the American Revolution. So it just worked out. And you know, the great thing about a public-private partnership is that we can each do things that the other agency would have a much harder time doing.
So I was navigating on your website, and I find it fascinating because coming from Europe and coming from Switzerland, I learned a lot of things by just navigating on that website. And I know that you will be celebrating a 250th anniversary for the revolution. So let's talk about that.
Well, it's really the birth of our nation. So it's a big, big birthday. And anyone who was around, like I was, during the bicentennial knows just how transformative actually these anniversaries can be. So it's an opportunity for us to highlight the relevance of history to every single day. That past shapes who we are as a nation now and should be a guide to us as we think about the future. So this is an opportunity to really reconnect with that founding period in our nation and use that as a preparation for the future.
So I'm fascinated because we are recording right here on in our studio, where we are in Trenton. The revolution happened right here in Trenton, not far behind Princeton, right? All that area, and that celebration will be again right here.
Absolutely, and Crossroads really is a tremendous network for all those marvelous historic sites that tell that story, right, Karen?
Yeah, and that's really one of the things that we want to focus on in this commemorative period is all of the stories. And there's so many little known but really important stories about everyday people that gave their lives or participated in some way that brought the revolution forward. And I think in our last big commemoration in 1976, there wasn't a lot of effort spent on those lesser known individuals and people from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, and all different social and economic levels. And that's really what we want to do now, is tell this complete story, all the history, warts and all. And because it's all part of what has formed this nation into the nation it is today.
And I want to add that New Jersey was a diverse state. We all know New Jersey is terribly diverse right now, and it was 250 years ago.
Absolutely.
So we have so many stories to tell.
So actually, that news story that you be unrolling, gonna be tinted with a new really lens that is gonna show all aspects of the story. Correct.
That's exactly what we're aiming for.
Not to take away from the founders. I mean, it was their idea, and they're the ones who conceived of this great democratic experiment. But really bringing in all the voices, we feel, is just super important and a great way to engage the public, many of whom, especially in New Jersey, may be recent arrivals to this country. And we want to make sure that they feel included and that this is their history too, because it is.
That is so important to talk about history for sure, and to be able to really have a clear view on what has happened. And I think this is the initiative that you are taking. We are talking about programming. So into your collaboration, you also have the vision, but you also have a portion of the programming. Let's talk about that.
Well, one of our big goals is really to make this a statewide commemoration and celebration. So we're really working to engage municipalities all over New Jersey to develop their own programming to be part of this. We will also offer programs such as a traveling exhibition that any of our schools, libraries, senior centers can borrow so they can all participate, and a big school programs coming. So it's a combination. Programs we're offering, but also really encouraging and supporting all of those towns, cities around New Jersey to get on board and join.
That is awesome. I love the vision. I love the idea. I love the fact that you are really putting a new spin and a refreshing spin into unveiling that little piece of a big piece of history. So that 250th anniversary is going to be starting in 2026 to 2033. Tell us exactly how the people can engage.
Well, we have a great website, RevNJ.org, so we hope everyone will go visit that. And we hope that our communities will sign up there to become RevNJ communities. We also are inviting businesses and organizations of all kinds to become proud partners. So all of that information is on our website. That's one way that folks can get involved.
Right. And what are others?
Another way is get out and visit our sites. We have a number of our really key historic sites, many of which are state-owned historic sites on our website. And then there are hundreds of others that people can visit. And one of our initiatives for this effort is to bring more tourists, both in-state and out-of-state, and even international tourists, to New Jersey to kind of raise up our state revenue via tourism, and take our rightful place among some of the other states that are better recognized at present for their revolutionary history, because New Jersey is right there. We have so many wonderful historic resources and places to visit, and we just want to bring as many people who want to come on in and check us out, because boy, we've got some real gems.
Yes, absolutely. Right here, we're going to be taking a little break and see what it is all about. Watch this video.
Your Town Tube is today's #1 all-local promotion, social media, and networking in the central New Jersey region. The most attractive, fastest, and most affordable ways to reach a huge local audience.
As we approach the nation's 250th anniversary, New Jersey is getting ready to take center stage in the story of the American Revolution.
In December of 1776, America was at a crossroads. Only months after declaring independence, our new nation was facing almost insurmountable obstacles. A string of defeats had decimated the Continental Army, and public morale was low. But it was here in New Jersey that the tide changed.
It was here, at the battles of Trenton and Princeton, that George Washington's troops changed the course of history. It was here that a barely realized nation showed it could defy the odds and win. It was here that hundreds of battles and skirmishes raged, more than any other state.
It was here where fierce ideological battles involving politics, economics, and culture played out during 8 long years of conflict. It was here where independent-minded people with diverse backgrounds and conflicting beliefs struggled, not only to survive, but to forge a new nation.
Their stories, their hardships, ingenuity, and tenacity transcend the fabric of history. New Jersey's revolutionary experience is one where all Americans can see themselves in our past, present, and future.
This is why New Jersey is known as the crossroads of the American Revolution. The 250th anniversary of our nation's founding offers an historic opportunity to come together, share our stories, re-examine and reaffirm our values, and continue to work toward a more perfect union. There's no better place to do this than where America found its footing.
New Jersey is taking its place in the story of the American Revolution as an essential destination for heritage tourism, as a model for teaching about our history in all its complexity, and as a center for confronting the issues we still face as a nation. With its revolutionary past and richly diverse present, New Jersey is ideally suited to lead the way in facing the crossroads of today and the future.
New Jersey is already in the process of preparing for the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. We want everyone to be a part of the commemoration because there's a place for everyone in our revolutionary story.
Your support will help us create a powerful experience for Garden State residents and visitors from around the nation and the globe. That's because New Jersey's role in the founding of our nation is a story that not only shapes our present, but inspires our future.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. And Sarah and Carrie, why is celebrating this kind of anniversary so important for our community?
Well, I think these anniversaries, first of all, let me emphasize, they're a lot of fun, too. We were looking forward to having a lot of fun together. But they also give us an opportunity to reflect. And in this case, we're thinking about the founding of our country and those ideals that really formed us as a nation. Ideals like justice, freedom,
yes,
the pursuit of happiness. We can stop, take a moment, think about those, what they mean to us today, and how they bring us together. We hear so much about how we're divided as a nation, but really these are things that bring us together. So it's a great opportunity to reflect on that together.
And I think this is absolutely right. When you think about, diversity, everything that is happening right now in this moment in time,
yes,
and how the lens has shifted in embracing history. If you don't embrace your history, you cannot move within your future.
Absolutely correct.
So to really make that point in this moment in time is so very important, and I do truly appreciate the fact that earlier we talked about how you have peeled off that layer and how you're really bringing all the aspect of history without any, hiding.
Exactly. One of our goals really is to tell that complex and nuanced story of the past, because we know human beings are complicated. We shouldn't be surprised that our history is too.
The story is as complicated as the people who made it.
That's right.
That is the truth. That's right. And so into that 250 anniversary and theme, what next?
Well, we're part of an entire national effort to commemorate the founding of our nation. So as our New Jersey entity, we are working with all of the other states with America 250. And there's the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission, which is a congressional commission that was formed to get this going. And under their auspices, America 250 was founded. And so we have meetings. This year we will have been to 3, if we don't have any more after September, where we have the opportunity to meet with colleagues from state commissions all over the nation and learn about what they're doing and share ideas and talk about our different projects and how we're funding them and how we're structuring our activities. And it's really wonderful to see in this divided nation how very much all of the state 250 organizations are really on the same page. We're all really focused on kind of the same projects, the same goals of bringing our nation together to commemorate this amazing democracy that we've created.
Absolutely. And I think it's fascinating, actually, because when you take the fact that you are actually reaching out nationally and that you are bringing one voice together, that is an amazing,
isn't it?
It is because it is the impact that he has, that ripple effect that he has into right here, into New Jersey, into our constituents, and to bring all those people in, and this is going to really bring a lot of help to all the people that are living right here when you do a celebration like this. So economically, the footprint rise up.
Absolutely. And it's powerful.
Yes.
It's powerful messaging.
Yes.
It is. And then we've been just really inspired by that opportunity to see that collegiality really around the nation. And to toot our horn just a little bit, New Jersey really has been out in front in terms of getting ready for this big anniversary. So
how?
Well, we
started before everybody else did.
Darn early.
Right, good.
So we've done some great planning, and you can see a lot of that on our website. And we're really excited about the foundation we've built for New Jersey to really mark this anniversary and benefit from it in so many ways.
What are the benefits?
Well, we've economic benefits with all that great heritage tourism that we're looking forward to bringing to the state, and educational benefits, strengthening the teaching of history in our schools, working with our great partners at NJDOE on that, and building a great awareness of how understanding our past in a full, inclusive, complex way makes us better prepared for the present and the future.
And it's also been a great way to give all of our sites the opportunity to leverage the excitement that this movement is bringing to do some needed repairs and visitor readiness work so that they are all going to be ready. And those construction projects will live on well past the commemorative period.
Right.
How many people do you think will be passing through during that commemoration?
Thousands and thousands and thousands.
Yeah, that is an amazing thing. It's really, you should be so proud of a project like this. This is what I wanted to say. But the whole thing, Evan is going to be really bringing an extra little layer, because we're going to have...
In 2026, the World Cup is coming to the New York, New Jersey metro area.
So here we are for the biggest announcement in the history of announcements. Where will the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup be played? The winner is New York, New Jersey.
The FIFA Fan Festival will be at Liberty State Park, which is one of New Jersey's flagship state parks.
Yeah.
And we are partnering with that agency and to bring some programming to the Fan Festival.
Yes.
And what a great opportunity for both them to showcase to their constituents and their members, but also for New Jersey to showcase its state's historic treasures and all the rich cultural activities that people can find when they come here to visit.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're marketing not just to the state, not just to the nation, but really
international.
To the world.
International,
and we're
to
so
the
excited
world.
about that.
Yes, as you should, for sure, absolutely. To be able to be right here at the heart of where everything is happening to commemorate, it is a real pleasure. And I thank you very much to be on set today with us and sharing your story and your ideas and your project. Again, if you want to see more about this, go to RevNJ website and you'll be able to reach out to one of those wonderful ladies, or
we've got a great team.
Contact information is on there, so
Yep.
you can find us at revnj.org, and there's even a suggestion box.
Ooh, suggestion box. Awesome. We are going to be taking a break. We right now, right here. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the Old Barracks Museum. I have about 266 years worth of history to tell you in about 45 minutes. The Old Barracks is a military site that both involves the French and Indian War and the American Revolution, and a bunch of other things as well.
Hello there, welcome to the Soldiers' Room. This is where the soldiers would have stayed in back in 1758 and throughout the French and Indian War.
The Old Barracks Association was founded in 1902, purchased half of the building in 1903, and opened it up as a museum where we get to talk about and live through the 18th century.
Here we have everything on the table that represents the might and power of the British Empire.
This place actually becomes a recruiting post in 1775 when that war breaks out that we call, the American Revolution. Well, whereas they also keep prisoners of war here throughout 1776. Nope. And then you also have the infamous battles of Trenton that take place literally a couple blocks down the road. Then it's used as a hospital in 1777.
This is a room where we would inoculate soldiers to help prevent smallpox.
And then we have that thing called World War I, where this building was then used as the headquarters for the American Red Cross. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff happening around here. This is a very British-centric sort of way of life here in North America.
I came because I try to understand the Revolutionary War, and you have to go to a site and physically experience it. And it's enormous, and it was saved, and that's great. Eventually, by the end of my life, I can put the pieces together, or hopefully I can.
It's hard to keep men alive in the middle of the winter, and so it just makes sense to put them up in buildings like this. Everyone here Just like, in real life, everyone has their own sort of niche things that they really like to talk about. And so every time you come here, you'll get a different perspective of all the different things. And it's less about the structure and more about how the building was used by the people. And the more we learn about the people, the more we learn about their society and our society.
Come and see us at the Old Barracks in beautiful Trenton, New Jersey.
The Princeton Battlefield Society was founded in the 1970s in order to preserve, protect, and promote the Princeton Battlefield as a first-rate Revolutionary War history site. Our group is offering a wide variety of programs to promote the battlefield. Everything from our new Cadwalader lecture series, where we bring authors in to talk about key events or individuals or organizations that participated in the battle. We are also doing the Heroes program, where people anywhere in the country, or for that matter around the world, can nominate someone to be on our cyber honor roll at our website and put that person down, whether it's an ancestor or just someone you admire. The only thing they have to do is having served at Princeton. We are doing not only preservation work on the battlefield by returning it back to the way it looks in 1777, we've also acquired properties around the core battlefield near the Clark Farm, which has enlarged the battlefield core area itself. And that is relatively unheard of because we live in a highly developed state here in New Jersey, and there's just not that kind of land that can be just grabbed in the middle of a suburban town.
We're here today to experience the Battle of Princeton, which is one of our signature events. We pull together over 200 reenactors, well over 1,000 spectators, and that's when we bring Princeton Battlefield to life for the public. Living history has such value. It makes things tangible. It makes it three-dimensional. It takes things off the page. One of the things that I'm so glad to do with my involvement with Princeton Battlefield Society is to portray Colonel Cadwalader and serve as overall commander of Continental Forces for this event every year in January.
The Princeton Battlefield Society has several plans for the 250th anniversary of the Battle of Princeton, including a very large-scale reenactment in January. We'll also have author talks, panel discussions, Young Patriots Day, where we bring in families and kids. We have an emphasis on the younger generation so we can get them to be interested in history while they're still young before they get distracted with other things. We intend to have a full slate of activities highlighting what went on back then 250 years ago, which led to our independence.
People are hungry for this kind of history, and that's the value of what we do. Bring it to life, bring it to people, and we draw more folks in to understand the importance of this story.
It's important to remember the common soldiers, the regular infantrymen who are out there day in and day out, basically unpaid, unclothed, occasionally fed, in the elements against the world's greatest military power. Because without them, we would have lost.
Your Town Tube is today's #1 all-local promotion, social media, and networking in the central New Jersey region. The most attractive, fastest, and most affordable ways to reach a huge local audience.
And we're going to have our musical guests joining us for you to visit RevNJ, and you will have all the information right here. Be part of this initiation. So thank you, and if you want to visit everything that the wonderful ladies have talked about, go to RevNJ. Right now, please stay tuned, and we will be right back with a little bit more of Sarah and Carrie about Revolution NJ.